A mysterious woman with purple hair tied into a neat braid walks down a familiar street, reminiscing about how things have stayed the same over the last 10 years. The air seems to whisper tales of old as she observes the unchanged surroundings. A man dressed in a white jacket with pocket details and dark pants seems to share the sentiment. His stance is casual, but there's an air of contemplation as they exchange thoughts. He seems to be lost in thought, pondering the same unchanged streets. The man stands with a relaxed posture, his legs crossed as he takes in the ambiance of the night. The street is quiet, save for the sound of their footsteps echoing in the stillness. The moon casts a gentle light, adding to the nostalgic vibe of their evening walk. The scene opens with a mysterious character, their back to us, commenting on the popularity of something they refer to as food. They seem to be plotting something sinister, wanting to squeeze and eat it, whatever it is. This guy's got a dark sense of humor, or maybe has just hangry. Next, we see two people chit-chatting, standing casually in what seems to be an open space. They look chill, but there's an ominous feeling in the air. Are they just catching up, or is there more brewing beneath the surface? The text then informs us that this place is a neutral combat zone. Oh boy, sounds like things could get dicey real fast. It's the kind of place where you wouldn't want to start a fight unless you're ready for a battle royale. A new character enters the scene, face blurred, adding to the mystery. He mentions how annoying it is to beat people here. Sounds like he's been here before and might be looking for some action. Then he spots someone and goes. The scene opens with a gentle invitation. I've been waiting for you. Come in. The atmosphere is peaceful, adorned with delicate flowers that set the tone for what's about to unfold. As we pan down, we catch a glimpse of a serene face, framed by dark hair. Her eyes, deep and tranquil, seem to hold secrets waiting to be unraveled. Her smile is warm and inviting, and she's gently holding a bunch of white flowers, which gives a sense of purity and calmness to the scene. The soft glow surrounding her adds a touch of magic. The view shifts, revealing more of the delicate flowers. The ambiance is enchanting, almost ethereal, as if we're stepping into a dream. The space is filled with a gentle light, casting a soothing aura. It's as if the flowers are whispering secrets of tranquility and peace. A white space appears, giving a moment of pause, allowing the atmosphere to sink in and leaving the viewer in anticipation of what comes next. All right, folks, buckle up. We've got a title drop here, the Overpowered Healer. It's like the manhwa just screamed, I'm here and I'm strong. Can you feel the suspense in this pure white void? It's like the calm before the storm, or just a blank canvas waiting to be filled with epicness. We're in a room now, and it's looking pretty cozy, almost like the kind of place you'd want to curl up with a good book. Someone's been here for a while, it seems. Boom, a decade has flown by, and someone hasn't changed one bit. Either they've got some killer skincare routine, or there's something magical going on. Meet our mysterious duo, a lady with long black hair and a guy whose face is obscured like he's a secret agent or something. They're having a chat, and she seems happy about it. Looks like we've got a character who's still the same, and their name is unnamed. Talk about keeping things mysterious. The scene kicks off with a bold question. So, what have you been up to for the past 10 years that you haven't been in touch? Clearly, someone has a lot of explaining to do. We catch a glimpse of the one asking the question, a woman with long, dark hair and a playful smile. She's dressed in a traditional outfit, leaning on her hand, exuding a sense of curiosity and perhaps a bit of sass. The conversation takes a mysterious turn as the other person responds. It's a long story, so to speak, and not a very interesting one. Yeah, right. We all know that when someone says their story isn't interesting, it's probably the exact opposite. The focus shifts to a locked book held in a hand. This isn't your typical diary, folks. It's got a lock on it, hinting at secrets that are better kept hidden or maybe unleashed. As the conversation continues, the mysterious person expresses, "Rather than that, I wish you could extract the mana contained here." Whoa, hold up, mana? Like magical energy? Things just got a whole lot more intriguing. With a sly smile, the woman with blue-black hair appreciates the directness of the conversation. She seems to enjoy the thrill of what's about to unfold. The scene shifts to a hand holding a cup, hinting at a moment of calm before something more intense. The presence of a knife on the table suggests that this meeting isn't all tea and biscuits. One of them, possibly the one holding the cup, ensures the other remembers the drill, a ritual they share, maybe something dangerous or secretive. A new character enters the scene, face obscured, adding a layer of mystery. His body language suggests he is ready for whatever unfolds. The new guy holds a knife confidently, hinting at a readiness for action or perhaps a demonstration of skill. The logo on his attire could suggest, all right, folks, we're diving into the magical world where mana is the name of the game. This mystical energy is used through abilities or magic, making it the ultimate power-up. But here's the kicker. Once you spend that mana, getting it back to its OG state is like trying to unscramble an egg. Nearly impossible, fam. Next up, we have a mysterious hand doing some intriguing stuff. A drop of blood is trickling down from a finger into a goblet, like some kind of ancient ritual. It's giving off serious sorcerer in action vibes, and you can bet something powerful is about to go down. Finally, the goblet is front and center, looking all regal and mystical. The blood from the hand is swirling around it, and the whole scene is bathed in an aura of magic. It's like we're witnessing the setup for some epic magical showdown, or maybe a potion that's about to change the game. All right, folks, imagine a completed spell is like a tasty bowl of curry. The magic world is getting flavorful. Now, picture this. You can remove the solid ingredients from the curry, just like plucking out those crunchy carrots. But hold up, you can't separate the dissolved stuff like curry powder back to its original state. Once it's mixed, it's mixed. This mind-blowing feat, though, is made possible by a woman with a mysterious vibe. She's called Unnamed, and her skill is known as Mana Hacker. Talk about hacking your way through magic. A young woman with long dark hair is deeply focused, seemingly lost in thought as she gazes at something in front of her. Her eyes are sharp and intense, suggesting she's about to make a significant decision. In her hand, she holds a book, glowing with an eerie light. This isn't any ordinary book, folks. It's described as an illegal medium, a force that messes with causality and goes against the laws of nature. Talk about bending the rules. The book, bathed in magical light, rests on a surface that seems otherworldly. It's got this mystical vibe that makes you wonder what kind of secrets it holds. Now, check out this book with a lock on it. It's not your average diary lock, no sir. This lock means business. Abilities of this kind, as you might have guessed, are often linked to some shady activities. These forbidden powers, swirling around like a neon light show, are tied to crimes. Whatever this girl is planning, it's definitely got some serious consequences. The mysterious woman is holding a knife, looking all serious and mystical while surrounded by a supernatural aura. She's about to perform a ritual, and you can feel the tension in the air. Her hand moves gracefully as the knife draws out fresh blood, surrounded by magical energy. The scene is both mesmerizing and a bit spooky. The text hints at society's suspicion towards her kind, adding to the eerie vibe of the whole ritual. She declares the ritual complete with a confident, "All right, it's done." Her pride in producing fresh and delicious blood is palpable. The woman is all smiles, savoring the result of her mystical skills. Her joy is infectious, though a bit unsettling. An unseen observer isn't quite on board with her skills. They find her abilities disturbing and definitely not their cup of tea. All right, folks, we have a classic exchange here. Our mysterious dude just dropped a freebie with a chill. Thanks for the compliment. This one's on the house. Not every day you get free stuff, right? Now, we see a hand in motion, perhaps sealing the deal or offering a friendly gesture. It's like saying peace out, but with style. Next, we meet a lady with blurred features, dressed to impress in a sleek black ensemble. She's curious, asking, "Oh, my, leaving already?" Clearly, she doesn't want this captivating character to bounce just yet. Here's our enigmatic friend, with a confident vibe, saying, "I still have things to do. It'll come again next time." He's got plans, and he's not spilling the beans just yet. The lady responds with a chuckle. "Hoo-hoo, you're such a mysterious one." Well, she's got that right. We've got ourselves a mystery man leaving a trail of curiosity. In an elegant room adorned with artistic backgrounds, a figure stands with an obscured face, leaving us guessing about their identity. Their attire is traditional, with floral designs, blending an aura of mystery and grace. The focus remains on the character's attire, highlighting the detailed design and craftsmanship suggesting they might play a significant role in the unfolding story. The screen fades to white, perhaps signifying a transition or pause in the narrative, leaving the viewers in suspense. The scene switches to a bustling city, where someone named Fry is caught expressing his disdain for a place that gave him the creeps, hinting at some spooky or uncomfortable encounter. Another character questions Fry's picky attitude, adding a touch of humor and teasing to the narrative, which lightens the mood and showcases their dynamic relationship. All right, picture this. A dude with mysterious vibes is chilling in his car, looking all serious in his white jacket. He's got that I'm in control vibe, but little does he know, drama is about to unfold. Boom! Out of nowhere, he's accused of being a pervert. Like, what? This guy is just trying to enjoy his drive, but someone throws shade calling him absolutely depraved. Tough crowd. Has clearly baffled, responding like, what are you even saying? I just made a small cut on my arm. You know, like he's explaining the most normal thing ever. This guy's life is a sitcom. The driver wants to know the next stop and expresses his desire to just go home, clearly done with the day's drama. But alas, home is not on the cards. Turns out, the destination is the Ancient History Research Institute. Not exactly where you'd want to end up after a crazy day, but it sounds intriguing, right? And with a screech of the tires, the car zooms onward, hinting at upcoming adventures. This ride is anything but ordinary. The scene unfolds with a chilling revelation. That's where Minjun was murdered. The setting is a grand building with towering windows, possibly holding secrets within its walls. The camera pans, revealing a mysterious figure standing outside the building, contemplating its ominous presence. This figure, dressed in a sharp white jacket, is clearly on a mission. As the mysterious character approaches the building, we catch a glimpse of a sleek car, hinting at a potentially high-stakes situation. This isn't a mere visit. Something serious is about to go down. An unseen voice calls out the name Food, accusing him of barging in with newfound power. The voice warns him that his actions are trespassing, setting a tense tone for the encounter. Despite the blurred face of the character entering the building, his confidence is palpable. He assures that the building belongs to the Empire Guild, casually brushing off the trespassing accusation. Food reassures that the Empire Guild owns the building, thanks to Sijin's foresight in purchasing it early. This tidbit hints at deeper connections within the guild and possible implications for Minjin's murder. Peeping through the shadows, we catch a glimpse of our protagonist deep in thought, uttering, "I'm not the only one." Could he be referring to others who share his burden, or perhaps a larger conspiracy? The plot thickens. As the camera zooms out, we see his piercing eyes locked in contemplation. The silence is deafening, echoing his turmoil. What secrets do those eyes hold? Are they windows to his soul, or just a reflection of his pain? Welcome to the Lab of Mystery. The walls are adorned with skeletons and science-y stuff. It's got that mad scientist vibe, minus the cackling laughter. Are we about to embark on a scientific journey, or just a creepy rendezvous? A group of holographic figures casually hanging out in the lab. Ghosts of the past, or virtual reality buddies? Whatever they are, they seem pretty invested in whatever's brewing. Our protagonist is watching them like he's binge-watching a drama. The back of a man in a snazzy coat, speaking about accepting Minjun's death. Heavy stuff, folks. This mystery man seems to be the bearer of bad news, or perhaps the one seeking closure. His role in this tale is yet to be revealed. With a determined air, the man declares he needs to revisit the memories of that fateful day. The plot thickens again. What happened on that day? Whatever it is, it seems crucial to untangling this web of mystery and emotion. The scene opens with a dramatic hand gesture, hinting at some mystical action about to unfold. You can almost hear the silent intensity as the hand hits the ground with purpose. Our protagonist is questioned with a hint of skepticism. You're really going to use that? To which he responds confidently, Clearly something big is about to go down. Kneeling on the ground, our protagonist is in deep concentration. He's wearing a sharp white jacket, black pants, and has jet black hair, ready to perform his mysterious technique. With a surge of power, the words "Mana Remembrance" echo in the air. This is no ordinary moment. It's a magical one. The protagonist is surrounded by a glowing aura, signifying the activation of his skill. The skill Mana Remembrance is in full effect. The air shimmers with mystical symbols, and the protagonist is enveloped in a radiant blue light. Has channeling some serious mana energy here. A detailed description of the skill emerges. The Mana Remembrance skill allows for the reproduction of emotions experienced by the mana's owner at a specific location. However, its effectiveness varies depending on the quantity and quality of mana used. It's an enigmatic ability with a lot of potential. Alright, y'all, we're diving into some serious magical vibes here. We got this intense blue light swirling around like a rave party in a wizard's lab. It's all happening around a mysterious vessel, which seems to be the centerpiece of whatever spell or concoction they're whipping up. Now, the magic is getting wild. The light is practically dancing, and the vessel's glowing like it's about to explode into some mystical fireworks. It's clear these wizards or scientists are onto something, but what exactly? That's the million-dollar question. And now the room is filled with this surreal blue hue. It's like stepping into a sci-fi movie set with all sorts of magical elements floating around. You can sense the tension and anticipation as the magic builds up. Things are getting real, folks. We've got a couple of ghostly figures, their faces blurred, engaged in what looks like a magical handshake or maybe some sort of ethereal agreement. Our main character is kneeling down, probably the mastermind behind all this magical chaos, trying to make sense of it all. The magic is still swirling, folks. The energy in the room is palpable, like the air is charged with electricity. The figures seem to be communicating or transferring energy, but it's hard to tell what's going down. Finally, we hear a voice of frustration. Ugh, is it because your mana reserves are so tiny? I can't see it clearly. Our main character is clearly not happy with the outcome, blaming the lack of mana for the unclear results. It's a tough day in the magical lab, folks. The scene is set with two characters, one seemingly kneeling on the ground, while the other is enveloped in a glowing, ethereal aura. They seem to be in a place filled with tools and artifacts, possibly a lab or a workshop. The atmosphere is charged with tension as the glowing character is wrapped in a mystical energy, making tututu sounds. The dialogue reveals an intriguing ability called Mana Remembrance, which allows them to probe into the emotions of their target, but not the memories. It's like peeking into someone's heart without knowing their stories. Our focus shifts to the character who is kneeling. Despite his blurred face, we get a sense of determination and insight from his posture. He's pondering over the scenario, contemplating the prowess of a hunter named Minjun, who apparently was not one to be easily taken down. These thoughts lead to a conclusion about the culprit's skills. If Minjun was a strong hunter and the incident happened swiftly by a solo act, it indicates the culprit is exceptionally skilled. The plot thickens. Finally, the glowing figure remains a central focus, the mystical aura around him still humming with energy. The page shows a blurred face of a character with glowing blue glasses, emitting an aura of mystery. The character seems to be processing something significant, indicated by the bubble, suggesting a surprise or revelation. The next image brings us into a laboratory setting with shelves full of scientific apparatus. The glowing blue figure stands in front of another character whose face is obscured. The glowing figure seems to be in a state of tension, while the other character emits a speech bubble with indecipherable text, hinting at a deeper conversation. The glowing blue figure is fully revealed, showcasing its ethereal presence. The mysterious atmosphere is heightened by the blue hues, creating an impression of a holographic or digital being. The interaction between the two characters seems to revolve around a crucial topic. The scene dives deeper into the conversation as the mysterious character utters incomplete words, VI, followed by a hesitant question, P, was it an order? The dialogue suggests a command or instruction has been given, raising questions about its purpose. The final panel zooms in on the second character's face, partially visible, revealing a serious expression. The intensity of the moment is palpable, with the character seemingly pondering or reacting to the question posed by the glowing figure. In a dimly lit chamber, a mysterious figure is shrouded in a digital-like aura, creating an eerie atmosphere. The figure's identity remains hidden under a cloak, with only hints of their presence visible. The aura around the figure intensifies, revealing more of the cloaked silhouette. The sense of mystery deepens as if something significant is about to be unveiled. Silence fills the space, broken only by the digital aura that seems to pulse with an unseen energy, adding to the suspense. The figure's face is partially revealed, showing a wrapped head with a single glowing eye and sharp fangs, adding a sinister edge to the scene. With a commanding tone, the figure utters the words, "Higher up," leaving us to wonder about the purpose and destination of this cryptic instruction. All right, folks, buckle up, because it seems Minjun is more than just a science nerd. Has wrapped up in an organization that's got VIPs and higher-ups written all over it. Who knew, right? Next up, we have a mysterious figure with a blurred face, sporting a white jacket and dark shirt. This person seems to be pondering life, or maybe just wondering where their Uber Eats order is. The scene continues with someone checking on this blurred individual, asking, "Food, you okay?" which is open to a million interpretations. Is food a nickname, or are they just really hungry? Now, we're whisked away to the demon realm, a place where family and disciples mean everything. Even after 100 years on Earth, the dedication to finding these loved ones was priority number one. In a twist of emotions, we hear an accusation of having a heart of steel after witnessing a disciple's death. That's some heavy stuff. Questioning one's Frey is in the zone, probably working on some alchemy in this dimly lit lab. Suddenly, a voice chimes in, giving him props for his growing vocabulary. Seriously, where is he picking up these words? The magical circle under him screams wizardry in progress. There is a moment of silence, but you can feel the tension. It's like the calm before the storm, as Frey is just standing there amidst the glowing symbols, probably pondering his life choices. The mysterious voice isn't done yet. It's now pointing out Frey's emotional state, which seems to be a roller coaster ride, making the voice feel queasy. Yet, Frey is like a poker face champion, not showing any of it. Or maybe he just can't. Frey's face is partially hidden in shadows, holding a small vial. He's deep in thought, and you can almost hear his brain gears grinding. What potion is he concocting in there? With all the emotional drama happening, Frey simply utters, "I'm fine." Classic move, Frey. But really, are you? The scene unfolds in a room filled with enigmatic artifacts and stacks of books. A man stands with his face blurred, leaving us in suspense. His attire suggests he's not your average Joe, perhaps a person of importance or mystery. As he walks on the pavement, he reflects on the inevitability of breakdown over time, as if something momentous is about to unfold. A sudden sound pierces the silence, giving us a feeling that something dramatic is happening. The door creaks open, revealing a shadowy figure. It's like waiting for the climax in a thriller movie. A masked figure appears, calling out Minsu's name. This mysterious character sports a sleek, dark outfit and has hair that could rival a stormy sky. What's their deal? Are they friend or foe? The tension builds as the masked figure approaches Min Siwoo, leaving us wondering about the outcome of this encounter. Somebody's been wandering around causing chaos, and it's time to face the music. The man with blue hair and a mask is being told to come quietly because someone is dying to see him. The masked man seems nonchalant, giving off vibes of confidence as he adjusts his mask with a casual flick. As if counting down to something, he begins with 1, 2, 3, leaving a sense of anticipation hanging in the air. Enter the mysterious figure with blurred features, adding a layer of intrigue to the conversation. Rocking a white jacket over a black shirt, his attire suggests he means business. With a hint of sarcasm, the blurred figure throws shade, questioning the masked man's swagger given his entourage of 6 little rats. In a dimly lit room, we meet a mysterious figure who seems to be deep in thought. With a mask covering most of his face, only his piercing eyes are visible, adding to the enigma surrounding him. The scene shifts slightly, focusing on the subtle details of his attire, hinting at a sense of calm and control. With a quiet confidence, he acknowledges the sharpness of the situation, suggesting that it makes things easier for him. Finally, he offers a choice, setting the stage for an intriguing decision to be made. The page opens with a mysterious figure giving a stern command, "Tie him up." The order is acknowledged with a quick yes from another masked individual. Things are about to go down, and these guys aren't playing around. Next, the focus shifts to a new character, standing in what looks like a secretive room. He's dressed sharply, but judging by his clenched fists, he's either ready to rumble or just realized he left his wallet at home. Zooming in on the clenched fists, there's a palpable tension in the air. It's like the calm before a storm, or when you realize you forgot to take the chicken out of the freezer. A sudden burst of chaos erupts with a loud "Gah!" The masked individual seems to be caught off guard by something unexpected. Maybe the guy left his wallet at home after all. The chaos continues as the scene becomes a blur of motion and intensity. The mysterious man seems to be at the center of it all, shrouded in black swirls that are making things go haywire. The page ends with a full-blown action scene, engulfed in darkness and mystery. It's like watching a ninja battle through a smoke screen, intense and hard to follow, but you know something epic is happening. I actually prefer the cutting option. Sounds like someone's about to slice through some drama, or perhaps a tough decision. A wild blue-haired character appears, but oops, looks like someone's been messing with the censorship settings. He's rocking a lab coat and holding a plush toy that seems to have a mischievous vibe. With a swift move, something sharp slices through the air, heightening the tension. Things are getting intense. Plot twist alert. The whole thing was a ruse. Seems like someone pulled a fast one, leaving everyone in the room feeling like fools. Masked dude is sprinting like he's late for a meeting, yelling Weishin with all the gusto of a superhero call to action. Things get pretty wild as we see legs flying everywhere, and someone looks ready to throw down. A hair color mystery unfolds with blurred faces, leaving us guessing. One guy's mad as hell, dropping the F-bomb and threatening murder, while another voice just calmly says stop. Talk about mixed signals. The room's got that secret lab vibe, with masked folks standing around and some guy in the back looking like he's in charge of all the weirdness. Footsteps echo dramatically, the tension thick as peanut butter, and we know something big's about to happen. A moment of silence, just a glimpse of the outside world, feels like the calm before the storm, or maybe just a breather. All right, folks, we've got some serious vibes going on here. A person with fiery red hair is stepping up to the plate, ready to take over the situation with some major confidence. You can almost feel the power radiating off this character. The atmosphere is electric as we see another character stepping in, filled with determination and declaring that the target is their prey. It's like we're in the middle of a high-stakes game, and this person's ready to play. There is an undeniable tension in the air as we zoom into another person who seems to be caught up in this intense standoff. The stakes are high, and the energy is palpable. With a sense of determination, this new face claims ownership over the prey. It's all about asserting dominance here, folks. Rocking a sleek jacket with HMCS emblazoned on it, this character exudes a cool vibe, like they're ready to take on whatever comes their way. It's all about style and confidence. With an approving nod and a satisfied "ooh, nice," the scene wraps up with a hint of admiration for the unfolding scenario. What could this mean for the characters involved? In the shadows of a room lined with curious jars and bottles, a mysterious conversation unfolds. A voice, seemingly from a communication device, questions the other party, probing if they are the one associated with Hunter Min Siwoo. The scene unfolds in a dimly lit hall, where our red-armed warrior is having a tense standoff with a masked individual. It's clear that things are about to go down, and not in a fun let's play video games way. The camera pans to another corner where more masked individuals are laid out on the floor like they're taking an unexpected nap. Suspense hangs in the air, and you can't help but wonder what exactly went down. Enter the cool guy in a white suit, standing there as if he's about to drop some truth bombs. He looks around, assessing the situation with a calm demeanor. Back to our fiery warrior, who seems to be addressing someone named Jiken of Cerberus, has dropping a serious accusation, asking if Jiken was the one. A dark and mysterious atmosphere hangs as someone refers to another person as food, claiming them to be the tastiest they've encountered. Meanwhile, we have our boy, who seems a bit uncertain, calling the speaker brother and hesitantly responding that he's not sure. Our dark-haired dude, looking a bit perplexed, scratches his neck nervously, clearly deep in thought. Then we get hit with some sass. Someone with fiery red hair throws shade, asking if anyone bothers to ask trash for its name before taking it out. And there he is, the red-haired menace, looking down with eyes that could pierce through steel. His face is shadowed, adding to the ominous vibe. This panel just emphasizes the tension with some dramatic sound effects, leaving us hanging in suspense. Someone's anger is reaching boiling point as they shout, "You bastard!" The intensity is shown by the dramatic lettering and the background indicating a heated exchange. A foot stomps down with such force that the ground shatters, suggesting the character's power or the severity of the situation. This ain't your typical sidewalk crack. Now, we're left staring at a blank space, possibly a pause before the storm, or a moment for us to catch our breath before diving back into the chaos. It'll tear your heart apart. That's one way to start a conversation, isn't it? Our fiery red-haired character is not here to play nice, and with a fist glowing red, they're ready to throw down. Here comes the action. Our fiery friend leaps into the air, aiming a ferocious kick with precision and power. It's like watching a live-action movie. Our mysterious dark-haired hero, with a cool demeanor, watches the incoming attack. This isn't their first rodeo, and they seem ready to rumble. Boom, the clash of titans. Our red-haired dynamo throws a punch with enough force to make the earth shake, but our dark-haired hero stands firm, determined not to be outdone. And the intensity ramps up. Our red-haired warrior grits their teeth, pouring all their strength into this explosive encounter. You can almost feel the heat from the screen. Blam! The impact reverberates through the room. These two aren't holding back, and the energy is palpable. As the dust begins to settle, our dark-haired hero casually assesses the situation, asking with a sly grin, not bad. Are you about A rank?" Clearly, they're not too worried. With a confident smirk and a glint in his eye, our dark-haired champion seems unfazed by the explosive battle. He might just have a few fiery surprises of his own. The page is radiating with a glowing light, hinting at some magical or supernatural event unfolding. It seems like healing powers are at play, leaving us all wondering who's behind this mysterious ability. The scene shifts to a character who's in disbelief, questioning the sudden healing capabilities. Instant healing? Is he a healer? Echoes the sentiment of surprise and curiosity. Things heat up as another character throws shade, calling someone a cocky brat. This fiery exchange is setting the stage for an intense clash, folks. Boom! The action escalates as a powerful force sends someone flying through the air. It's a whirlwind of energy and movement, painting a picture of an epic confrontation. The tension is palpable as one character is thrown with immense force against a structure. This battle is no joke, and the stakes just got higher. As the dust settles, the page reveals the back of a mysterious figure watching the chaos unfold. Who is this enigmatic observer, and what's their role in this dramatic showdown? Whoa, can you believe it? This dude just blocked the Guildmaster's attack. Talk about skills. As the dust settles, another character urges someone to stop standing around and get into action. Clearly, there's no time for sightseeing here. The scene opens with a mysterious character, donning a black mask and a determined expression, standing face to face with a blue-haired individual. The masked character declares, "No, I can't let you interfere." Suddenly, a flashy skill named Lightning Flash takes center stage, illuminating the scene with its vibrant energy. The action ramps up as the blue-haired fighter, cloaked in a dazzling aura, takes to the air. The room is a chaos of energy beams and explosive force. A blinding streak of energy cuts through the air, leaving an electrifying mark on the floor tiles. Amidst the high-speed action, our blue-haired hero, now seen mid-air, exudes an aura of power and control, electricity crackling around his hand. With a smirk of excitement, the blue-haired fighter reflects. It's been ages since things got this interesting. The scene kicks off with some intense gossip. Someone's throwing shade at a healer who's got some mad acceleration skills. This ain't your typical healing gig, folks. This guy's packing some serious heat. Now, the spotlight's on our red-haired hero, who seems to be in a bit of a pickle. Has sizing up the competition, but dude's a little bamboozled by this guy, who just dodged a move like it was child's play. Whoa, hold up. Our red-haired friend is really scratching his head now. This mysterious guy analyzed his every move and dodged it like it was nothing. Who is this guy? Neo from the Matrix. Blink, blink. Just some dramatic spacing here, folks. The suspense is real. What's gonna happen next? Back to the action. Our red-haired buddy is having a major revelation. None of the acceleration-type hunters he's met could match this kind of precision. He's like, man, where's this dude been hiding? And the final nail in the coffin, the red-haired guy's like, yo, how wide is this guy's field of vision? This ain't your run-of-the-mill dude. He's on to something big, folks. The stakes have just skyrocketed, folks. Someone's gearing up to unleash the beast within, with a resolve that screams no holding back. It's like he's ready to throw down and show who's boss. In the heat of the moment, we've got a face-off. Our masked mystery man is holding the other guy by his shirt, calmly pointing out there's been a misunderstanding. It's the classic you don't know what you're dealing with vibe. With legs planted firmly and bodies tense, the duo is locked in a battle of wills. The tension is so thick, you could cut it with a knife. Just imagine them sizing each other up, ready to spring into action. Boom! We've hit the moral crossroads. The masked man drops a truth bomb, saying that if a crime's been committed, it doesn't matter who you are, brother, kid, or whatever, there's gotta be a price to pay. Justice is blind, baby. Here comes the grip of destiny. Someone's hand is clenching tight, like they're squeezing the truth out of the situation. It's the calm before the storm, the moment when words turn into action. The scene unfolds with a sharp exchange of words. One character accuses the other of being awakened criminals, questioning why they look so wronged when the real victims are the citizens hurt by the brother. It's a classic face-off, justice versus vengeance. Despite the blurry face, the character seems rather composed, a hint of determination in their posture. They're not backing down, ready to defend their stance. The focus shifts to the stern, resolute posture of the character. Their arms are crossed, a universal sign of defiance and confidence, as if saying, "I'm not budging." Another voice enters the fray, challenging the notion of justice with a pointed question. Are all criminals meant to die? This character isn't taking nonsense lightly, sparking further tension. Anger flares as the second character's face contorts in frustration. The fiery hair and clenched teeth speak volumes. They're ready to explode, their patience wearing thin. The atmosphere is charged, and the fabric of their clothing hints at a sense of regal authority. It's intense, and it feels like the calm before the storm. An emotional outburst erupts as someone fiercely defends their brother's life choices, exclaiming, "You don't know anything about the life my brother lived." They accuse another of wielding authority blindly, implying a lack of understanding and compassion. Darkness fills the scene, underscoring the intensity of the emotions involved. It's like the universe is holding its breath. The speaker passionately continues, sharing that their brother, Jiken, was forced into a life of crime to provide for them as a child. The backstory is revealed with a sense of desperation and sacrifice. A heartwarming flashback shows Jiken with his younger sibling, laughter and joy evident in their expressions. Despite the hardships, there were moments of happiness and bonding. The narrative grows more intense as the speaker insists that Jiken was simply trying to survive in his own way. There's a sense of understanding and empathy for Jiken's choices. Once again, the darkness envelops the moment, symbolizing the weight of the past and the present emotions swirling around. The air is thick with accusations as a mysterious figure claims someone trampled all over a life as they pleased. Sounds like someone's got a serious beef. The scene heats up as a torrent of arrows fill the air, and you just know things are about to get wild. The ominous voice demands, "Pay for it with your life." Whoever's on the receiving end better have a good insurance plan. Arrows continue their relentless assault, painting the scene in chaos and urgency. Somebody's clearly not playing around here. A fierce warrior steps up, revealing their skill, Wolf Fang Heavenly Strike. This ain't your average move. It's a rank A attack with some serious mana magic. The ability disperses condensed mana and launches a synchronized bombardment that follows the target's movements. It's like a heat-seeking missile, but way cooler. Things are heating up for our hero as he's caught in a swirling storm of arrows. Realizing that dodging isn't going to cut it, he calls out to Fry, his trusty mana fragment, to whip out a skill. Fry isn't too thrilled about being used again, complaining about being overworked. But hey, it's the life of a mana fragment, right? Frey agrees to use a skill one last time, promising to leave the rest to the protagonist. With Fry's reluctant help, the magic skill Neutralize is unleashed. A dazzling golden rune appears, ready to handle the impending arrow storm. It's all about timing and skill here. Magic in action. The rune lights up, casting its mystical glow, hinting at the power about to be unleashed. The rune, now fully charged, starts doing its thing as the golden light intensifies, ready to neutralize the incoming. The stage is set for some magical action. A hand reaches out, activating a glowing magic circle adorned with runes and symbols. It's like the sorcerer's version of a touchscreen interface. With a determined look, our spellcaster raises his hand, seemingly ready to unleash some magical chaos. His brown hair ruffles in the mystical wind, and he sports a stylish white coat that screams, "I'm the hero here." The spell is named Neutralize, a skill that sounds like the perfect counter to any magical shenanigans. It identifies the opponent's skills and mana level, formulates a counter, and neutralizes it with magic. But hey, it all depends on the caster's mana control and observation skills. Talk about pressure. There's a burst of energy, with hints of red ominously swirling around. Something big is about to happen. The red-haired character, dressed in a robe with intricate patterns, is taken aback. "Dispel?" they exclaim, clearly not expecting this magical twist. As the red aura surrounds the surprised character, we see them in a defensive stance, ready to face whatever comes next. Things are heating up. Our mysterious blue-haired dude is losing his cool over some wild news. Apparently, there's a guy with a skill so next level he can nullify an A-rank hunter's abilities. Panic mode activated. In the heat of the moment, he suggests maybe throwing in the towel, because honestly, it's looking pretty grim for their side. Revenge plans? Ain't nobody got time for that right now. And then some tough questions get thrown into the mix. Somebody's brother went rogue, but does everyone in a tight spot have to go down the crime route? The redhead with attitude ain't having any of it. He's all about dodging those emotional traps, ready to throw down with our electrifying hero. And just like that, the tension spikes. We don't know what's about to go down, but it's gonna be epic, judging by those wide-eyed exclamations. The scene opens with a mysterious character boldly declaring, "It's outdated." There's a sense of challenge in the air, like when someone tells you your favorite meme is dead. Without missing a beat, the scene explodes with energy. A vibrant burst of light and color takes over, as if someone just turned up the volume on reality itself. The shockwave of the attack stretches into the distance, creating dramatic shadows and lines, as if the universe itself is being drawn into this intense moment. As the energy dissipates, the sound of the attack echoes, reminding us that this was no ordinary move. It's as if the air itself is screaming with the power of this mysterious figure. In the aftermath, we see the character with the red ponytail crouched in a dynamic pose, the remnants of their attack still visible. The room bears the scars of the encounter, with debris scattered like confetti at a chaotic party. The scene opens with a deep tension in the air. Two figures are seen in a seemingly strategic stance, with one calling out to the guildmaster. Something big is about to go down, and these folks are not here for a casual chat. The action continues as a mysterious character, engulfed in a glowing aura, appears to be defending against something fierce. With a warning to stay out of this, the stakes are high and the drama is palpable. Strategy meets magic as someone calculates their next move. Skills of a certain level can't be used consecutively. Smart thinking right here. If the opponent is a healer, our strategist knows they've got the endurance edge. With the plan in motion, the focus shifts to quick, close combat. The opponent is likely running low on mana. All right, folks, things are getting serious. Our mysterious blue-haired guy is laying down the law. With his stern expression and sharp words, he's not messing around. He warns, "Don't use it." What's this he's talking about? Guess we'll find out soon enough. The red-haired dude is caught in a wild clash of energy. It's chaotic, and he's not exactly listening to warnings. Looks like he's in a tight spot, but he's not backing down. The blue-haired guy's words echo through the chaos. "Don't use it. This is getting intense." Whoa, the energy is really swirling now. The red-haired guy is engulfed in power, and the warning rings out again. Don't use it. But he's too deep into whatever's happening. Things are spiraling out of control, and this might not end well. With a clenched fist, the red-haired character seems determined to push through, despite the warnings. The blue-haired guy's voice is firm. "I said don't use it." This dude's got his reasons, but will the redhead listen? The tension is through the roof. Here's the deal. The building's falling apart, and our blue-haired guy is seriously worried. He snaps at the redhead. This building is already in bad shape. Will you take responsibility if it collapses, you criminal bastard? It's a whole lot of pressure, and he's not happy. Things are not looking good as the blue-haired guy moves with urgency. The stakes are high, and he's trying to prevent disaster. The clash of power is visually striking, and it's all happening at lightning speed. Boom! The red-haired guy is hit with a wave of energy, and it's a sight to behold. The power surge is overwhelming, and he's caught. The scene opens with a burst of fierce, fiery energy sweeping across the space, setting the stage for a high-stakes showdown. A figure, silhouetted against the vibrant backdrop, stands ready to face whatever comes next. Just like that, we've got our protagonist, sporting dark hair and a sharp outfit, suspended mid-air in some slick acrobatic move. He's not just hanging around, he's leaping through the air in style, probably aiming for something big. Enter the next challenger. A character with long, flowing red hair and a blazing aura of energy is charging forward. They're wrapped in what looks like a cloak of power, ready to lay down some serious smack. A sharp command pierces the scene. Ryu Yampang, bind him! Someone means business here, and they're not taking any prisoners. The stakes are rising as the order is barked out with authority. The tension cranks up another notch as a new figure, seemingly caught in a magical bind, struggles against swirling red energy. Things are getting wild, and the power struggle is real. The confusion hits when one character vents their frustration about conflicting orders. First, you say don't get involved, then you say do it. What am I supposed to follow? Sounds like someone's got a boss who can't make up their mind. All right, folks, buckle up. Our scene opens with this mysterious figure draped in chains, looking like they're ready to drop some serious wrath on someone. The atmosphere is thick with anticipation, like a bomb about to go off. Things are heating up here as the aura intensifies, wrapping around the figure like a fiery tornado. You can almost hear the air crackling. Suddenly, we get a glimpse of the figure's face, and they're shouting at the top of their lungs, "My brother's enemy! Talk about family drama. This is about to get wild." With a fierce look, the figure leaps into the air, charging towards an opponent who's barely visible. Their intention is crystal clear. It'll blow up. They're not talking fireworks, folks. Now, the figure reveals their full wrath, aiming to obliterate their opponent's entire body, leaving no chance for healing. Yikes. Talk about zero chill. The scene opens with a character enveloped in a cascade of golden energy, surrounded by swirling mystical symbols. His face remains obscured, but his presence is undeniable, marked by a splash of red across his attire, hinting at a recent conflict or injury. His hand extends forward, surrounded by a shimmering aura, as if he's casting a powerful spell. The energy crackles around him, and the air is thick with tension. It's a moment where you can almost hear the magical hum in the background. Suddenly, a speech bubble cuts through the magical ambiance, delivering a sardonic comment. Congratulations on you and your brother becoming criminals together. It's a verbal jab that adds a layer of intrigue to the scene, hinting at a backstory filled with betrayal or rebellion. Just when you think the situation couldn't get any more intense, a new layer of magic is revealed. The words life steal appear, suggesting a spell or ability that could change the stakes entirely. It's a game-changer moment, the kind that makes you sit up and pay attention. The magical energy continues to swirl, wrapping around the character with an almost tangible force. The symbols glow brighter, and you can feel the power building to a crescendo, leaving you on the edge of your seat. Check out our hero. He's looking like he just walked out of a light explosion. His long red hair is whipping around like it's got a mind of its own, and the glowing symbols are all over the place. It's like he's commanding some ancient magic right there. Someone's reaching out with their hand, possibly for help or to stop what's happening. The action is getting tense, and you can almost feel the drama unfolding. With those glowing effects, you know something major is about to go down. Here comes the info dump. It's a skill card, telling us about this crazy powerful ability called Lifesteal. It's an SS rank skill, meaning it's top tier, and the effect is absorbing life force from anyone nearby. So our main guy is basically like a magical vampire right now. We hear a groan, sounding like someone's in serious pain. It's the kind of sound that makes you wince, knowing that the skill is doing its thing, and it's not pretty. Our unfortunate victim is looking rough. His face is gaunt and skeletal, and he's clearly not having a good day. Whatever our hero is doing, it's draining the life out of him, leaving him looking like he's auditioning for a zombie flick. And the scene wraps up with some dramatic sound effects, emphasizing the creepy transformation. The tension is high, and the stakes are even higher. Yo, so there's this scene where our mysterious healer is busting out some wild skills that got everyone scratching their heads. Like, what in the world is that? It's supposed to be a healer's skill, but this ain't your grandma's healing potion, folks. The scene continues as the healer's power seems to expand, almost like a force field of energy. It's clear that this isn't your run-of-the-mill healing technique. The energy's palpable, and the whole vibe is like, whoa, what even is this? Then we get some backstory vibes. The healer dude's all like, hey, this was the very first skill I awakened as a hunter. So he's not just any healer, he's like a superhero healer, you know? Never was ordinary to begin with, so don't underestimate. Now, check out the healer in action. He's standing in this radiant energy swirl, like has the main act in a magic show. The light's intense, and you can just feel the power emanating from him. It's like, bam, take that! Finally, the energy reaches its peak, and the scene fades into a whirlwind of light. It's like the climax of an epic battle, leaving us hanging with this crazy power display. What will happen next? The scene opens with a red-haired character dropping some magical knowledge bombs. Instead of just using mana to patch up your life force, the key is to get down and control that life force like a pro. As the lesson continues, we see the mysterious Blurface character embracing this wisdom. They're surrounded by a dazzling display of mana, with their hand outstretched, looking like they're about to drop the hottest magic mixtape of the year. The scene intensifies with a view of the blurred-face character's lower body, glowing with energy and standing on a magical circle that seems to be amplifying their power. Clearly, this ain't their first magical rodeo. Zoom in on those intricate magic symbols and runes surrounding the character. It's like they stepped onto the world's fancy— there it is. A mystical revelation unfolds with the words, "It's life spirit sorcery," you see. The aura is magical, folks, and if you squint hard enough, you might just see some sparkles flying around. Now we see the face behind the magic, a guy with a mop of brown hair looking all serious and focused. I mean, you can't just drop life spirit sorcery and not look like you're about to save the world or something. And here he is, our sorcerer, with a cheeky grin that screams, "I've got this!" His eyes are gleaming with the confidence of someone who knows their way around some serious magic. That smirk suggests he's got a plan, or maybe he's just amused at how awesome he is. Shiny emblem alert. The page shows a golden symbol, making things look all official and wizard-like. It's as if the universe decided to give this guy a badge for his sorcery skills. Switching gears, we hear an "all right, next." Someone's in a hurry, moving on to the next thing on their magical agenda. It's like they're checking off a list, and they've got places to be. Whoa, a bit of a kerfuffle. Someone's on the floor, not exactly enjoying the scene. Eek. Wait, I won't resist. This dude's having a moment, trying to negotiate his way out of whatever's coming next. We've all been there, buddy, with a dismissive, "Yeah, zip it." Our mysterious hero makes it clear he's done with the chit-chat. Whatever was being said, he's not having any of it. Standing amidst two knocked-out figures, our protagonist reflects. Did I clean up everything? It's clear he's been busy, and not in the janitorial sense. As he surveys the scene, it seems like he's mentally checking off his to-do list, ensuring every loose end is tied up. The floor is his canvas, and he's made quite the masterpiece. Suddenly, a light bulb moment. Oh, right, it should be working properly this time, right? He's got a plan or a gadget in mind, and he's hoping it's as reliable as his knockout punches. With the finesse of a tech-savvy secret agent, he adjusts a device labeled HMCS on his waist. Whatever this gadget is, it's about to play a crucial role in his next— Hey, can you see this? The scene sets with a mysterious character holding a phone, inquiring if his actions are visible to someone. Yo, Bungu. It's recording properly, right? I didn't start the fight this time either, so it counts as self-defense, right? Seems like someone is trying to cover their tracks by ensuring there's proof of their innocence. Yes, Hunter Minsiwu. It's coming through correctly, but Byungu, who seems to be the tech guy, confirms the recording is A-OK, but there's a but hanging in the air. The scene shifts to a room full of concerned faces, with a couple of dudes, one nervously holding a cup and another looking like he just saw a ghost, adding to the tension. Oopsie, someone pressed the wrong button, and instead of recording, they're going live. That awkward moment when you realize your blooper is being broadcasted. Well, at least you won't be lonely. There are 5,897 viewers tuning in to watch your accidental live stream. Talk about instant fame. Blank space, probably the protagonist's moment of realization or panic, wondering how to fix this mess. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs is in a tizzy over the accidental live stream. This is way more than just a technological mishap. Meanwhile, in a room filled with elegant decor, a painting and some plants set the mood. Is it a waiting room or a place where decisions are made? The tension is palpable. In a room filled with blurry faces, we're introduced to an intriguing meeting. Two gentlemen in sharp suits sit across from a young woman. The atmosphere is tense, but it seems like a regular corporate exchange. The conversation gets spicy when someone drops the bombshell question about HMCS and their new social media gig, live streaming the takedown of awakened criminals. Talk about a plot twist. Now we're getting some background tea. Apparently, this whole live streaming business has been going down for 2 years. Who knew? Turns out, this isn't just about catching bad guys on camera. It's a slick promotional video by the HMCS International Headquarters to scout fresh talent. They've turned crime fighting into a recruitment drive. The narrative continues as one of the suited individuals explains the strategy. His tone suggests he's confident in the plan, and the background city lights imply we're dealing with some serious corporate players. The HMCS project, which involves live streaming the process of catching criminals through social media integration, was basically a flop during its trial phase. It couldn't produce quality footage, leaving everyone wondering about its purpose. The focus shifts to the screen, showing a live stream with a rather creepy image of a skeletal figure, probably a criminal being apprehended. This has gathered quite a buzz, with comments rolling in, proving that people are indeed watching this strange broadcast. Just when things seem to be going nowhere, a new talent joins HMCS. This unexpected addition to the team is causing some stir, and people are curious about who this mystery person might be. There's a dude in a sharp suit, though his face is a mystery, pondering the arrival of this skilled individual. He's questioning why someone with such talent would join this seemingly doomed project. Suit guy, still with the blurred face, raises an eyebrow and throws shade, questioning if the real issue is about the new talent joining. Maybe he's got bigger fish to fry. Yo, things are getting real in this meeting room. A guest hunter from Hong Kong's Red Guild got killed in a live stream, and the video is legit. HMCS isn't breaking any laws, but there's still a vibe in the air that's got everyone on edge. The room is filled with serious faces, all leaning in as a woman in a sharp suit breaks down the legal mumbo-jumbo. They've checked the video up, down, and sideways, and technically, HMCS is in the clear. But hey, even if the law isn't barking, this dog's got everyone sniffing around. Everyone's waiting for something big to drop. The video is clean, no HMCS law-breaking detected, but that doesn't mean folks are chill about it. They're all ears, waiting for the next big reveal. Just when the suspense is thick enough to cut with a knife, someone waltzes in, all cool and collected, apologizing for the wait. The vibe shifts a bit as the newcomers prepare to dish out the juicy details. A new figure steps into the spotlight, ready to dive into the drama with a bay. What's up, fam vibe? Everyone's ready to hear what the fuss is all about. The camera zooms in on a man with a face that screams authority and a no-nonsense attitude. His hair and beard are as gray as a rainy day, perfectly complementing his serious demeanor. As the view shifts down, we get a look at his sharp suit that means business. I mean, this guy's style is tighter than a drum. Finally, the big reveal. This silver fox is none other than Choi Dae-soo, the president of South Korea. Talk about a power move.